And as a soldier of God, you can expect for storms to come your way. Sometimes storms so great that it feels like God has sent a tsunami your way to take you out the game. In my experience, I've learned that the storm is designed to make you stronger. It's designed to make you wiser. And it's designed to make you much better than you were before you went into the storm. In June of this year, I made the decision to leave my six-figure sales job to work for myself full time. With 3 months of savings and several deals lined up, I had everything planned out. But I didn't plan for things to go wrong. What's going on, everybody? My name is Wisdom Morris, and I'm your speaker here at Wise Wednesday, where we focus on encouraging, motivating, and developing the mindset of those who feel like life has been beating them down. And today I want to talk about what it means to live a life as a soldier of God. As a soldier of God, you often carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. As a soldier of God, you often put the needs of others before yourself. And as a soldier of God, you can expect for storms to come your way. Sometimes storms so great that it feels like God has sent a tsunami your way to take you out the game. It's important to acknowledge that those feelings of stress and burnout that you're feeling in life right now are valid feelings, but it's also important to know that the storms and the tough times that you're going through are designed for you and you only. As the saying goes, God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, and he'll never give you a battle that you aren't capable of winning. In my experience, I've learned that the storm is designed to make you stronger. It's designed to make you wiser, and it's designed to make you much better than you were before you went into the storm. This year, I've came face to face with a storm that brought me to my knees. And I was on the verge of giving up. But through going through the storm, I noticed that it was designed for me, and it made me into the person I am today. And it's probably the best thing that has ever happened to me. My storm taught me 3 big lessons, and I want to share them with you in hopes that you can see how God is working for you and on you, even when you feel like your prayers are going unanswered. The first lesson that the storm taught me is that the storm is designed to show you who you truly are and what you're made of. As Martin Luther King says, the true measure of a man isn't where he stands in times of convenience and comfort, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. In June of this year, I made the decision to leave my six-figure sales job to work for myself full time. With 3 months of savings and several deals lined up, I had everything planned out. But I didn't plan for things to go wrong. And everything that could have went wrong. All the deals I had lined up fell through, and the business relationship that I had at the time fell through as well. And it put me at a tough spot, put me with my back against the wall. From when I was going to expect a 15 to 20K month turned into several months of no pay. And that's when you really get a chance to see who you are, when your back is against the wall. Because the creditors, the mortgage companies, they still want their money. And they're going to keep calling you until they get it. And I had to ask myself some tough questions. Man, should I go back to work? Man, should I do something to jeopardize my brand to get some fast cash? But that isn't me. I had to ask myself, what did I do when things got hard? Was I willing to stick through the vision when things got hard? And ultimately, I had to start a Facebook marketplace business to sell most of the belongings in my house and a lot of my clothing to be able to live off and make ends meet. And I also didn't have money for marketing for my business. So I had to get creative. In the time of a crisis, you see the most creative version of yourself. I started creating content on social media in order to get leads in. So all the videos that you see me do on Wise Living Solutions started because I didn't have money for marketing. And after that time of being broke and learning my first lesson, it led me to learn my second lesson. The storm is not only designed to show you who you truly are, it also shows you who's really in your corner. Drake says it best. It's crazy how you gotta wait until it's dark out to see who really with you. In the time when your back is against the wall and it's completely dark and you feel like life has just been throwing blows at you, it'll show who's really in your corner, who's really rooting for you to win. And this lesson was a tough pill for me to swallow because it was some people that I lost in the storm that I really loved and I looked up to that turned their back on me. But God opened my eyes and showed me who was there for me all along. It was Him. It was God and people like me, soldiers like me. Now, I'm a person that's a servant. I love to serve people. So when I feel like I need help, I'm pretty stubborn and I don't like to ask for help. And God saw that. So He sent people my way, soldiers my way, that helped me financially when I was down and out. And I thank God for that because He showed me that it's okay for me to need help. And it's okay that I come to God for all my needs at once too. After learning my first two lessons, I learned my final lesson, that the storm is designed to change your perspective on life. I mentioned that I started a Facebook marketplace business by selling my belongings and clothing. But in reality, everything that I sold was things I wasn't using, things I just accumulated, things that were just covering up insecurities that I had. So God worked on my tie to materialism through my storm. I live a much simpler life now. I've got a few different things of these, a few different shirts. They all say the same thing. So that when God is blessing me, I'm able to give that to other people or invest the money in different ways. If you're that person out there that's a soldier of God and you feel like life has just been beating you down and you feel like maybe God isn't answering your prayers, I challenge you. I ask you to see where the lessons that you could be learning, the lessons that are designed for you in your storm. Hopefully, me telling you my lessons I learned from my storm gives you some strength to get you through the week and gives you some strength to start fighting back at life. Love you guys. See you next week.